All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will teach where I learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe in this truth and sincerity. It's your brother Yahweh Khan, come back through the spirit of power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai from the GMS Cleveland branch. Lord willing, this be edifying. This sound quickened through the spirit. Something I've been meditating, over the past couple hours, which is something that usually crosses my mind on a daily basis through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shema Shah, which is the fact that things are about to get real. The Lord, Apostle Tahar coined the year 2022, the year of Yahweh Shema Shah turning up, and that happened, And not only did the prophecies turn up, but the spirit turned up, on the left and the right hand. Brothers were getting attacked more, but brothers were also growing more, becoming stronger. And he coined this year, the year 2023, the hopeful year that prophecies come to pass, which means what? The spirits must turn up even more. And the spiritual demon Satan, whose physical counterpart is Esau Edom, is about to turn up these devils even more to the point where they're going to come down with a great wrath, They're going to persecute the men of the Lord, which brings me to the point of this lesson. We must be ready. We must count the cost, as it tells us to in Luke the 14th chapter. Which of you intended to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost? Meaning you considering what you must give up in order to accomplish the goal, so to speak. Because the goal is to Slacky. The goal, in relation to Luke the 14th chapter. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go there real quick. This is the book of Luke chapter 14. Start at verse 25. And there were great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters. And that's not saying to literally hate your own people. Scriptures talk about being a lion in your own house, but that's speaking to not let them come between you and Yahweh Shema Shah, between you and the ministry, between you and the brothers. You deal with them respectfully. You honor thy father and thy mother. That's one of the first 10 commandments. But this is saying, as I just spoke a couple seconds ago, is to not let them come between doing the will. It says, yea, in his own life also, meaning the things that we, the things that we might have to do on a daily basis, we can't let none of that hinder us from serving Yahweh Shema Shah in spirit and in truth. It says he cannot be my disciple, because if you do let these things get in the way, you're not worthy of being called a disciple of Yahweh Shah. Verse 27, whosoever does not bear his cross, if you're not willing to take whatever hell it is, whatever situations we end up in on the chin like a man, gird up your loins like a man, as the Lord told Job, that's bearing your cross. It says, and whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. If you're not willing to catch hell and continue to serve the Lord, continue to put up videos, continue to hit the highways and byways, continue to pray first and foremost above all of that. Pray and with faith, because Sirach 2:1 tell you, if you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. And a part of us prepping ourselves, being prepared is prayer. But if you're not willing to do these things and continue, it says you cannot be a disciple of Yahweh Shah. But this is the point, verse 28. For which of you intended to build a tower sitteth not down first? You take the time to sit down. You about to build a tower. You must take the time to sit down, put the blueprint together. Once you get your blueprint together, then that's when you it says, and count the cost. Then that's when you start to count the cost. You start to consider how much you're going to have to give up. But in relation to this truth, us want to obtain salvation, you got to take the time to meditate and consider what we might have to sacrifice. Brothers might have to forsake they women, they children, they houses. Well, brothers will have to. Not so much of the wife and the children, because men of the Lord's families will be delivered, but you gonna have to forsake your house, okay? Because these things don't belong to us anyway. Your car, your job, this all a part of counting the cost. Okay, it says whether he has sufficient to finish it. Now I want to look at the word counteth. It says, hold on.
Strong's G 5585. Psephizo.
To count with pebbles, to compute, okay? To calculate, to reckon. You must calculate what is likely to happen, what can possibly happen. It's possible that your woman, your father, your mother, your brother, people you know in the world, whoever, can turn you in. Okay, scripture say, Yahweh Shah said we're gonna be hated by all men for his name's sake. It's gonna come a point in time, okay, I was just watching the brothers in the New Orleans camp, the JMS New Orleans camp, you know, and stirred up my mind by remembrance, as the scriptures say, which was through the preaching of the word, and it crossed my mind that, like, damn, it's very likely that our faces could be on TV. Okay, you know this Esau, he got this deep fake technology, which is something that they swept under the rug, where he can make it seem as if you were saying something that you was not, as if you are doing something you're not. But this is all for persecution's sake. This is all for him to fulfill prophecy, because the men of the Lord will be persecuted. Yahweh Shah said that the servant is not above his Lord, neither the disciple above his master. Okay, and this is all a part of calculating the cost, okay? Computing the cost. Let's look at these words real quick. Just quick definition. To compute, it says to calculate, okay? So it's all synonymous with counting the cost, okay? To determine the amount or number of something mathematically. It says to intend. Oh, where did I just go? Oh, to intend, usually be calculated to do something. This is the second definition. Intend an action to have a particular effect. What action have we been taking? Serving the Lord. And what is the particular effect? Being persecuted. So this is a part of counting the cost. Okay? But to go from there, you know, to 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13, because once you have counted the cost, what's the next step? 1 Peter 1 and 13, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, meaning get ready, okay? Matter of fact, I want to go to the Bible comparisons for this particular verse. It says, KJV, I'm going to read it first. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Well, girding up the loins is something people do in the ancient world before battle. Okay, when they know that they about to fight, that's how they will prepare themselves. So how do we prepare ourselves mentally? By actually considering what could happen, considering that there will be casualties in war. Because we are in a war, but we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we know it will be manifested into flesh and blood, you know. But it says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober. Okay, meaning don't be distracted. Have your head clear. We can't get disenchanted. We're too late in the game. Okay, it's fourth quarter. The elder ICR out there, I think it's out there in Charlotte, you know, Slovakia. But they did a video titled fourth quarter, you know, something along those lines. Okay, and the fourth quarter is right before the game is over. Okay, right before someone is decided, right before the victor is revealed, so to speak. Okay, the victor meaning the person who got the victory. And we know the elect got the victory in this story, so to speak. It's just playing out. So that's a part of being sober. Because when your mind is clear, and you focused on that, okay, your eyes single, and you focused on salvation, okay, what the prophecy say, then you won't get disenchanted. Okay, we have the names. You know, we follow in the sound doctrine. Lord willing, we endure to the end, because that's the last requirement. You know, of course, with faith. But it says, be sober and hope to the end, you see. No matter what happens, when all else fails, when everybody trying to turn us in, everybody looking for us, when Esau is after our heads, okay, when some of the brothers already got beheaded, because we know that's in a prophecy, we got to continue to hope to the end. For what? For the grace that is to be brought unto you. Okay, another word for grace is mercy. Because those outside of the household of faith that will be hoping to the end, all they can look forward to is eating a missile. Okay, they're not receiving no grace. But this is speaking to the elect. It says, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Okay, let's read that to CSB. Therefore, with your minds ready for action, okay, you see, with your minds ready for action, when Esau it starts coming door to door, pulling people out their house, shooting them down, shooting kids and this and that, we're going to be mentally ready already, because we know the prophecies state these things. He's going to be like a madman, spirit none. Okay, we know these things, so we ready for this action. Okay, it says, be sober-minded and set your hope completely on the grace. Okay, you shouldn't be hoping in nothing else, not to be a good father, not for a raise, which is nothing wrong with having a raise, but also our hopes should be completely set on the mercy of Yahweh Shema Shah, being delivered from the hell that's about to come upon the earth. Okay, the plagues, the calamities, the sufferings, and the ultimate plague being the ICB missiles turning America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, into a lake of fire and brimstone. Okay, America is where the lake of fire and brimstone will be. Okay, but it says, therefore, with your minds ready for action, be sober-minded, set your hope completely on the grace. Okay, that's the same thing. It says NOT. So think clearly and exercise self-control. Okay, which goes back to temperance. Being temperate is having control. Okay, which goes back to discipline. If you're going to be a disciple, you must have discipline. So it says, so think clearly and exercise self-control. Exercise meaning to keep busy, to stay active, meaning to always control yourself. Shouldn't never be too much of the flesh. Really little to none. Okay, meaning little to none, no folly. This is the time to be completely in the spirit. The left hand spirits is attacking more and more. Brothers getting attacked more and more. Okay, the disenchantment is getting realer and realer. Okay, you got people falling out. You got people bugging out. All type of stuff going on. So this is the time it's bringing the flesh into subjection, so that we don't be cast away. It says, look forward to the gracious salvation that will come to you when Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is revealed to the world. Okay. It says, NIV, this is going to be the last one. Therefore, with minds that are alert, circumspect, paying attention to what's going on. Okay. Not getting caught up in the ways of this world and falling back to sleep, because everybody that's in the world looking forward to the pagan Valentine's Day. We know that's the next pagan holiday. That's looking forward to the things in the world. They sleep. They not alert. They ignorant. Okay, which is lacking knowledge. But it says, therefore, with minds that are alert and fully sober, set your hope on the grace to be brought to you when Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is revealed at his coming. Okay, that's all we should be looking forward to. We shouldn't be looking forward for nothing else to continue. Hebrews 13-14. You know, for here have we no continuous city, but we seek one to come. And once you consider that, once you calculate that, everything that could come with that, when things start to get taken away, carnal things that is, because they can truly take nothing from us. We are rich once we have this truth. You know, but once these carnal things start to get taken away, we won't become disenchanted. We won't be affected by it. Yep, that's the word I was looking for. We won't be affected by it. Okay, because we know our true riches is yet to come, which it starts with this knowledge. But the kingdom it starts with this knowledge, and it's gonna be established. Okay, and those who in that kingdom mindset will be the first ones to taste of that. That's the hope. That's going to be revealed when Yahweh Shai returns. And I'm going to close out with this. 1 Peter chapter 4. Start at verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you. And the final trial is about to come upon the whole earth, but it's the only ones that's going to be purified, okay, perfected through that trial is the elect. Okay. It says, as though some strange thing happened unto you, because it's not about to be strange. Everybody's about to get tested. Okay. All men of the Lord here on the planet Earth is about to be tested. Okay. We are likened unto gold in the fire, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay. Verse 13, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Okay. So we coming up we already in the times of Yahweh Shah's sufferings being manifested in our day-to-day basis, but it's going to intensify, because once again, to the point where brothers going to be put to death. Okay, brothers going to have to give up the spirit, which is likened up to sleeping, because you really going to be at rest from catching hell, because that's where we at, in hell. But nonetheless, it says, in as much as ye are partakers, okay, having the ability, to be chosen. We have been called, but Lord willing, we've been chosen to partake and endure through these sufferings. When Yahweh shall return, okay, we're gonna be glad, because we will have been tried. We will have came out the fire as gold. It tells you, I think it's 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, how every man's work will be made manifest by the fire, so to speak, roughly paraphrasing. That's what's coming. About to see who gold, precious metals, who wood, hay, stubble. But, Salakia falls all over the place. Just something quicker through the spirit. Just had to, just press record. But closing, I'm going to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, teach where I learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe on this truth and sincerity. Till next time, I say, Kwam Yasha Allah wa Mawatla Babal. Shalom.